How you guys doing? Good afternoon. All right. Well, thanks for having me, first of all. But as he mentioned, my name is Griffin. And regardless of what the Bible says, I know it's a lot of stuff, but regardless of what that says, I just consider myself a regular guy with a dream. I come from a single-parent home, as he mentioned, with a very strong mother. My mother had a lot of hardships growing up, but she made sure we had what we needed. I'm the middle child of three, as he mentioned, and I've always fought for attention. So if you're a middle child, then you feel my pain, right? So I was wondering why they chose me to speak. I wasn't the best student. I wasn't the best kid. I wasn't the best athlete. But I had something that most people didn't. I wasn't the best dressed. I definitely wasn't the best, or I definitely wasn't the smartest. And I wasn't the most popular. But I had something that most people didn't. I wasn't always the most confident, the most courageous, or the most caring, but I had something that most people didn't. What I had was a dream. Now I know that may sound cliche, but when I thought about everything in my life I wanted to accomplish, my dream was the only thing that pushed me. I grew up with about 20 guys, real close friends. Every day we went to the King Center, we played basketball together. Every Saturday we went to Skate Town. Y'all still go to Skate Town? Alright. So most of them were in gangs and they sold drugs, and I didn't do either. One summer I saw 3 of my closest friends buried, and I knew I didn't want that for myself. So there'll come a time in your life where you'll have to choose your path, and when that time came for me, it was very difficult. My friends had all the money, they had the best cars, they had the most women. So I had to decide what I wanted to do. When that option came for me, option 1 seemed like the most critical one. That was the easiest one for me to pick, but I decided not to pick that one. I picked option 2. Option 2 for me was school. To everybody I grew up with, that was the lamest option. Nobody went to school. But I thought to myself, I had never seen somebody who took that first option and had a lifelong success. I took my chances and I took option 2. Out of the 20 of those guys I grew up with, only 3 of us graduated high school and 3 of us went on to college. All 3 of us today have master's degrees. Thank you guys. So the best part about that is that for all 3 of us, we were all first in our family to do it. Imagine that. So I know for some of you, you'll be the first in your family to go off to college, to graduate, and be the first in your family. I always say I didn't go to college for me. I went to college for my little sister, my close friends, my family, and every little kid that looked up to me at the King Center. I wanted to inspire everyone that I came in contact with. More than anything, I wanted to show people that no matter where you come from or what you go through, if you have a dream, you can accomplish anything. I've always been so driven and focused on what I wanted to accomplish. I love music, hip-hop specifically. I love the culture of hip-hop and what it represents. I always wanted to work in the entertainment industry growing up. I knew very early that I wasn't a rapper, and that wasn't going to be my calling. But I wanted to find a way I could influence people with the culture of hip-hop without having to rap a lyric or make a beat. Today I run the largest online hip-hop and entertainment magazine in the Midwest. Now what's important about this is that I started it with nothing. I had no money. And I was just a struggling college student, eating ramen noodles like everybody else. I did my research though, and I found ways I can do what I wanted to do without having any money. Don't ever let a person tell you that you need money to live your dream, ever. You do what you love to do, and guarantee the money will follow. Because I work in the entertainment industry, in the media, I get invited to every major award show you can think of. Trust me, it's not as glamorous as it looks. I've interviewed everybody from Jay-Z to Lil Wayne to Nicki Minaj to Beyonce and everybody in between. I've always wanted to have my own magazine, but year after year, I said I'm going to wait until the right time. You ever notice that when you wait for the right time never comes? Well, what happened to me, so I woke up one day, 4 years after starting my site, and I said, I'm going to finally start my print magazine today. I did my research, put my plan in motion, and 4 months later, my magazine was on sale at Barnes & Noble. What I learned during the process of waiting was that when you wait for the right time, you lose out on valuable time. Today I still run that site, and my print magazine is on sale all over the country. Thank God for that. When I started out, I couldn't find a company to publish my magazine, so I started my own publishing company. Always remember, when doors close, be patient and watch other ones open. Every year I try to bring one of my dreams to life. If I left this earth today, I want people to be able to say, Edward did everything he dreamed of. I run my own fashion line today, my own fragrance, my own cosmetics line. I run an independent record label. All of these things didn't come from money. They came from my faith in God and a dream. Believe it or not, God is my witness. I started it all with no money. If I didn't have money, if I had some money, it was very little. What you should know about me is that I'm so driven to succeed that whatever I decide to do, I do it. God will make a way out of no way. I'm sure you heard that before. Don't be confused and assume that it's easy. It's not easy, it's hard work. But you have to dream, and never let anyone take that dream away from you. Please understand that I sat in your shoes before, where I just wanted to be recognized, or wanted to be noticed for something, anything. Don't be afraid to dream. Lastly, I want to leave with you this. It's very important to have goals. Keep those goals. But don't ever forget to dream. Find that child locked inside of you and explore your dreams. Like Harvey Mackey says, find something you love to do and you'll never work a day in your life. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you for having me.